Newport tastes smoother, smooth all the way. Newport's fresh menthol keeps it that way. Smoother and fresher, day after day. The smoothest tasting menthol cigarette.
What's going on?
Nothing, dear.
Newport tastes smoother, day after day. The smoothest tasting menthol cigarette.
When did you start smoking?
What do you mean? Oh, that's some foam to it. I was a junior. I was going to be a junior in college. I went to OSU Lima for 2 years, and it was that summer before I would go to OSU. And one of my friends from high school, named Neil Oakley, who was a Jesus freak, came back from Jesus Camp University. Came back from Jesus Camp and said, "Hey, you want to smoke a Black and Mild?" And I said, "Sure." So I smoked a Black and Mild.
My name is Jerry Mansfield, and I am a Director of Nursing or Chief Nursing Officer at University Hospital East here in Columbus. If you look at the two zip codes that surround our hospital, we have a higher smoking prevalence rate than other people, both in Franklin County and the state of Ohio. And the more I dug into it, I realized that if it was such an easy problem to fix, and there's been so much research about it, why do people still smoke?
I just like smoking. I'm always smoking.
I guess just to do it, stressed out.
I smoke cigarettes when I'm feeling anxious.
Did you buy huge crate of nicotine patches?
I haven't thought that hard about why I smoke.
So, and it was during social, it just everybody else was, so why shouldn't I?
Exactly.
But I never really liked it, but I did it anyway.
I hate these things. I really do.
Why do you smoke?
Why do I smoke? Because I can't quit.
It's not really peer pressure that makes me smoke. I like to smoke. Yep, that's nasty.
Same.
If it was easy, we wouldn't have people smoking as they do. And there's quite an industry behind making sure it keeps moving. Any substance you take that alters how you feel, nicotine is just like one of those.
So ask me why I smoke it.
Oh, why do you smoke, Nick?
Well, I quitted because I wanted to quit.
You quitted?
Yes, it's a word.
I quit.
Right now I'm trying to locate the gums and patches.
One of the most difficult stories I ever encountered with a particular patient once was I was working as a staff nurse in a hospital, and I was taking care of a gentleman that had lost his second leg to vascular disease. He had poor circulation in his legs, and over time he had had a below the knee amputation and above the knee amputation. Just over time he had lost more and more and more of his lower extremities. He was also
burning down a cigarette in a way.
well, in a way, for him. He was also a diabetic. He had other things going on, and he has no legs, and he has a tracheostomy, and he's smoking a non-filtered Camel through the tracheostomy. And I could tell it was non-filtered because there was no filter on it. His fingers were just yellowed from smoking all that time, and the leaves, the tobacco sediment, was falling into the trach as he was smoking. And I, very naive guy, new nurse, you know, I'm all about health, used to smoke, I quit, why can't you? Just naive. And he looked at me straight in the eye because I said something to the effect of, are you gonna quit? You know, he looked at me and he looked at the cigarette and he says, at this point in my life, this is all I have.
God.
I quit smoking 2 weeks ago, and I started drinking, which is another problem that I should probably quit. But that's another digital media class. Oh, my camera girl's coughing. I'm smoking a cigarette. Singing in smooth.
It's an important lesson that as
well, that just speaks to the power of the cigarette itself. I mean, like,
exactly, for him too. I mean, I don't mean to suggest that everybody goes down that path, but there are, of course, videos that you can get from the Ohio Tobacco Prevention Foundation and some of the other resources that show people who have had some pretty devastating effects but are so addicted that just can't, and the things they go through to be able to just keep that addiction. It's sad, but
definitely.
Maybe there's hope. Little by little, a couple of things I want to make sure you hear. One is, even though you quit, if you relapse, you can quit again.
Mm-hmm.
Studies have shown over time that people that continue to relapse, even though they do,
Better odds.
they are better odds, and they are more likely to quit at one point and stay quit.